Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janyne and I have a really special episode for you. Today I am going to be joining my friend Resellin Maryellen, and we are going to have a reseller wind down. Maryellen, why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Hi, I'm Maryellen. I go by Resellin Maryellen on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm really excited Janyne invited me to chat with her today. I feel like we're friends already, and we've known each other through social media for a while, so I'm really glad to get to know her better.
Me too. So, are you a full-time reseller, you said?
Part-time.
Part-time reseller? Do you have another job, or are you semi-retired?
Semi-retired, I guess you would say.
Okay.
So much fun doing it, so I wanted to make it my main focus. But I do only do it part-time. Alrighty.
All right, so you were doing you had your own business before?
I did, yeah. I made handmade soap, organic soap and candles. And I did it for 4.5 years.
Really?
Yeah, and once COVID hit, my stores, I started to get a lot of traction with wholesale orders, and that was primarily my focus. But once COVID happened, the stores stopped ordering, and I decided to just stop the business because I was really having more fun reselling, and I wanted to make that my focus. I guess that was kind of a blessing in disguise that happened.
Yeah.
At first I felt like I put so much work into it and I kind of felt bad about it, but you know, I got over that and I'm having so much fun. Reselling has been my most favorite way I've ever earned money.
Same here.
So much fun with it. Yeah. So it was, you know, not too painful to make that transition.
Right. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was kind of like ironically serendipitous.
Yeah. So that was the very last thing I was doing, but I've done a lot of different things.
I can tell you've tried a lot of different things.
Oh yeah.
You seem like a really well-rounded person, and you seem like somebody who has a really great sense of humor, and you know how to enjoy yourself, which is why I watch you.
Oh, thank you.
And I have to thank you, because if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for me coming across your channel, I may have never stepped out into the realm of hard goods. And I was like, I should really be checking this out, because I think it was the first video that I stumbled across of yours. You had sold like this painting, and it was like this Polynesian style like lithograph or
oh, I know what that is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how much did she sell
Patrick
that for?
West, $275. I paid $8 for it at a local thrift store.
When I saw that, I was like, what? Why am I not doing this?
Yeah. There really can be some good profits made with hard goods. Better than clothes.
Yeah, I'm noticing that now. Yeah. I'm really noticing that. So
it's good to have a mix of both. I have I didn't even know reselling was a thing. Let me back up a little bit. And I was recovering from a dental surgery, and I was watching YouTube, and I came across the Crazy Lamp Lady, as a lot of people started that way, right? Yeah. And she's into hard goods. So I kind of found out about it doing that and she doesn't do clothes at all. So I kind of started going out and buying a few things, but it's really a learning curve. You have to pay to learn, you know, I was looking everything up in the store. Yeah. And that you just have to do it that way until you really learn to see what you should buy. And then I started getting into clothes a little. I have a fashion background. I was a fashion designer in the 80s and 90s. So now those clothes are very popular. That's my jam there. So when I started seeing acid wash stuff in the stores and everything like that, I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. So I added clothing too.
You worked for the fashion company in the 80s, and it was Gitano, right?
I did, yes. I worked for a few.
Who else?
Oh yeah, just not Gitano. I don't know if there's any that you'd really know. Shams. I worked for Shams the Baron, but you would not know that, you're too young. But they were huge. Shams the Baron TV. If you Google YouTube Shams man, there's TV commercials. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And they are hysterical now that I'm
70s or 80s?
80s.
Okay. Yeah, I was born in 1980. I am not that young.
I was at FIT there.
Oh, you went to FIT?
I did. I graduated in 81. Yeah.
Oh my God. I did a stint at Parsons.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, see? No wonder why I always tended to
Gravitating towards
gravitate towards you. Yes.
We have
That
that
artsy.
design mentality, that fashion
Yeah,
mentality.
yeah, definitely. What did you study at Parsons?
I was in their foundation program, and I was also invited to join them for a summer intensive in France. So I studied art history and painting. And then the foundation program was basically, they take you through all of the different things.
I went to their foundation program in the summer of my junior year in high school.
Which one?
At Parsons.
But
It was a summer program?
abroad or here?
No, in New York.
Oh, okay, okay.
And it was great. It was great. What a good school.
Oh,
So I studied fine arts and illustration. I became a designer in the industry.
oh, that's so
And then
cool.
that's what I studied. Yeah. So I like to draw and paint all.
And
And I
I
still do. Every Friday I dedicate to my watercolor.
Which
so I
you're
keep
amazing
painting.
at.
Oh, thanks. You think?
Yeah, you're really good at it.
That's why I don't want to do this full time, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
But
I
I do
don't know.
need an income, so.
Yeah, and it like you said, it's like the funnest way to make money ever.
Isn't it? Ever. I am so grateful for that dental surgery and laying on the couch finding
Well,
crazy
grateful that
landlady.
the COVID hit.
I was like, what the heck is, reselling? I had no idea that even existed.
Yeah, I've been reselling in one form or another since I was little. Like my mom was, she was like thrifting from like way back and dumpster diving and like garbage picking and all that, stuff.
You must have had fun with that when you were a
Oh my God, the stuff we found.
kid. Oh,
But
that's
yeah.
fun.
So, she got me into the whole flea market culture and the garage sale culture and the, taking stuff we no longer need and selling it, or finding stuff and selling it kind of thing. And so this was like a natural response, I guess, because it was always really a lot of fun for me. Yeah. And she was always very, she always had a very entrepreneurial sort of, and she still does, mindset, like do your
That's
own thing
great,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And I've always had that like so deeply inset that there was never any career that I was completely comfortable in, because I always wanted to rule the roost. Like I always thought, oh, this is not working very well. This system doesn't work very well. We need to do it this way. And, when you're working for somebody else, that's not great.
Everybody has their audience, I think.
Yes.
Everybody's not for everyone.
Thank you. I was just thinking that today because I lost a subscriber. I lost one.
So did I. So did I today.
How do you take it? Because I know how I take it.
Well, I was like, oh, what a bummer, because we're trying hard we put a lot of time in it, time and energy into making these videos. Yeah, exactly. And when you lose one, it's like, oh, you're trying so hard and it's kind of a backstep. But as my daughter reminds me, there's like accounts that aren't legit that follow you. Sometimes it's a YouTube behind the scenes thing that you don't know about, and it's not really something personally.
Yeah.
And it's like, does one subscriber really mean that much?
It really doesn't. I mean,
No.
I don't. At first, there's always like that little bit, like crap.
Sting, no doubt.
But then I think about it and I'm like, you know what? Yes, exactly what you said. I am not for everybody.
No. Yeah, everybody has their own audience.
Yeah, everybody has their own audience, and I really only want an audience that likes me and understands me and enjoys me. You know what I mean?
You peeps.
Let's see. Oh, how does you're married, right?
I am.
And how does your hubby feel about you doing your reseller thing?
Oh, he loves it. He's always supportive no matter what I do. He really is. But he's having fun with this too.
I noticed he's getting into it.
He's coming to estate sales with me, and we go to antique shops, so he enjoys doing it with me.
Aww,
and
so
he
cool.
now will be in the store with his phone looking up items on eBay for comps, and he has found some good things for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah. He's like your little partner in crime.
He is, yeah. We have fun together. So it's something that, we can do together.
That's so cool.
How about your husband? Is he?
He's not into he's not into shopping,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not into shopping at all, but he does get excited when I find like interesting things.
Yeah.
Like he'll brag to his friends, like when I found that Mr. T doll, he took a picture of it and started sending it to all his friends. He's like, you know how much my wife can get for this thing on eBay?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, he got excited about it. At first it was like, oh, like she's doing this because, she lost her job at TJ Maxx. It was, the COVID thing that happened.
Right.
And he didn't really understand how much money you can actually make doing this. So I started to share some of my sales with him. And after a while, he was like, wow, this is
legitimate.
This is like, go mama. So he is my, he's cheering me on in the background and stuff.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, he's supportive that way, but he's not a shopper,
Yeah. Okay. As long as he's supportive, that's good too, right?
Yeah. And that's another reason why I like having a reseller community, is because I found myself like wanting to talk about thrifting and talk about like selling stuff, and almost nobody in my immediate circle of friends understood it. Like they were like, oh, that's great, Janyne. And I felt like I really needed to like share that excitement with other people who have that same excitement, So yeah. That's kind of why I started the YouTube thing.
I started the YouTube thing because I was not comfortable in front of the camera and I wanted to get over that.
Yeah.
But first of all, I thought that I wanted to give back and share what I was selling and what it was like to start as a new person, because I feel like watching the Crazy Lamp Lady and other people gave me a new career.
Yeah.
And I was so grateful for that. I call YouTube, those videos, my schooling,
Very cool. Yeah.
So I just wanted to give that information back to other people who were starting new. And I always thought people could just follow me along and follow my journey. No, and after I think it took me months to pick up that camera, to get the courage to do it.
It's hard.
So I just sat down in the dining room one day. I felt courageous. I picked up my phone. Told my story that I had this soap business and I was doing this as a side hustle to earn money to pay for my equipment.
Yeah.
And just blurted out. I didn't even know anything about editing, and I uploaded it to YouTube.
The first videos are always really hard to watch later on.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God. Is that Chardonnay?
No.
It's just water.
It's flavored seltzer.
Oh, okay. Cheers.
I said to my daughter, I was supposed to have wine, so
no, it looks like wine. It looks like wine. Yeah, I'm having a Daily Harvest smoothie.
You love those, right?
Oh my God! But this is a boozy smoothie.
Oh, that's an option. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, they're good.
What did you put in there?
Well, it's mint and chocolate, and I put too much gin in it. So.
Oh. That's a good mix.
It's good. It's really good.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about reselling?
The hunt for the next big treasure.
Shopping.
Shopping. Oh yeah, I always want to find something really awesome when I go. Sometimes I'll be thinking in the car saying, okay, what would be my favorite thing? What would be great to find today? And then I'll run through
Your unicorn.
Yeah. And I found that last week.
What'd you find?
My post with the Coach bags that were made for United Airlines flight attendants.
Yes. That was your unicorn?
Top of my wish list for so long.
That's so cool.
They sell online for about, what did I see? $359 was the comp? $300 to $350, about there.
Those
and
airline bags go for a lot in general.
I really thought about buying one. That's how much I wanted one. And I was like, no, I'll wait till like some big event. So Barry wants me to buy me something and he'll say, what do you want? I'm going to say that. So I went to the thrift store and I'm looking through the bags like I always do. And I was like, oh, that looks like a Coach bag. Because I can spot them a mile away now because I buy so many. And I was like, oh, looking at the bottom. And I was like, oh, that looks like a stewardess bag, an old one. So I opened up the flap, and the ones they made for United Airlines had a cutout ID.
Yeah.
So, you know, like you would put an ID badge in.
Yeah.
And they did not make those for the stores. It's flat across that pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I saw the ID, I was like, oh my God. So I went to look on the strap at the tab. That's where they have embossed the United Airlines logo. And I found it. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I found this bag.
Did you have to pay up for it? Or
it was on sale. It was on sale for $25. But wait, it gets better. So I walked down like a couple more hooks and I see, oh, that looks like a Coach bag. I look, another stewardess bag. But it was dyed black. Mm-hmm. And then the inside was still the British tan. Pick it up. It was $10. I was like, you know what I'm not leaving this here. And at first I couldn't find the United Airlines logo, but it was because the strap was flipped. And I took it home, and I'm now working on a YouTube video on how I'm rehabbing that black one. I'm going to re-dye it. And it's a good practice for me because I have had the best. I found a new hobby. I am constantly getting the grossest Coach bags I can find, saving them from the landfill and washing them in leather conditioning. And I'm just learning a lot about the leather and stuff like that. So
I wanted to ask you about that, actually. That's one of my questions for you specifically. You know how to restore bags, you know?
Yeah.
So cleaning.
I'm learning.
Cleaning leather, cleaning like white leather, like let's say there's like some stains on them. How do you get rid of those stains? How do you clean
Well,
it?
What kind of bag is it?
It is a Kate Spade leather white bag.
Okay, is that new Saffiano leather, like the pebbled, or is it?
Hold on, I'll get it for you so you can see. I don't think it's a pebbled leather.
Oh no, that's smooth leather. Okay, so you can try Mr. Clean. What do you call those? Magic erasers. That's a pretty bag. I love it.
Garage sale.
Yeah, try the magic eraser from Mr. Clean.
Okay, and then if that doesn't work, because I think I may have tried that one and it didn't do it. Get rid of it. Is there any like leather?
There is. Well, there's regular leather cleaners, but if Mr. Clean didn't get, it's hard to clean white bags. I have a Dooney and Burke that I never get really clean. I just saw a cleaning solution, and I've seen it a few times. You mix baking soda, Dawn liquid, and hydrogen peroxide. So since that's white, you wouldn't have to worry about bleaching anything. Try that, make it like toothpaste consistency.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Try that with a little toothbrush. And have you ever tried saddle soap?
No.
But I'm thinking if the magic eraser didn't get it off, it's got to be a tough stain.
Yeah, I was looking online and they said like use like hairspray.
That's for ink usually.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be careful with that because it does have like alcohol in it. So you know you got to be careful with the alcohol.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
So try those things. Let me know.
I will let you know. Well, I was gonna ask you if you could live anywhere, where would it be? But I think you're living where you want to be living.
Yeah, I found it.
So if you could have a second home somewhere, where would it be?
Oh, I would like to have a second home in Malibu, right on the water. That was fast.
Can I come?
Yes.
Can I come over?
Yeah, I would like to be right on the ocean in California. I like California.
That's cool. I would definitely like to live, well, I have a bestie who lives in the Caribbean, and so every now and again I get to go and visit her, and we go we get to go visit the islands nearby. I fell in love with Eleuthera, so it's like this, I don't know if you know Eleuthera, but it's like this really skinny.
I've never heard of it.
It's like
really
in between Florida and the rest of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
I'll
like
look it up. I'll have to look it up.
Wait till you see the photos and you'll understand. It's it's like 70 something degrees almost every day there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's really you know, like the island vibe, very chill.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with the place. So I'm already looking at houses. I'm dreaming big.
Good. Yeah. You can do it.
That's one of my big goals. I don't care how long it takes.
That's a good one.
Second house. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? Maryellen's trying to keep it holy. I can't share that.
I don't think
What's safe for YouTube right now?
Yeah. This will be on YouTube forever. Let's see. What do I say? I don't think I have one for that. What's the most dangerous thing I've ever done?
Most daring thing.
Oh, daring.
I don't believe you. I could see you dancing on tabletops. Like I could see you like getting wild kind of thing.
No, I've never done that. Daring, I did. Like, so out of character for me when I was in my 20s. We went to a young Maryellen would do. Not something I would do now. But we went to spring break in Daytona Beach, and it was when like kind of Chippendale things were.
Oh my God.
And one of the dancers passed me and I pinched his butt. Yeah, that's a good one, right?
Yes.
They gave free alcohol. Okay, let me just preface this by saying they gave free alcohol to all the women in the club that night. Well, you just would pay a fee. So
there you go.
I was a little under the influence, I have to say, but I had a fun time on that.
Oh my God, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
That was a good answer.
Good answer?
Yeah, good answer.
Stumbled a little, but I came up with something.
That was pretty good. We're keeping that stays in.
Yeah, that's okay.
Your husband already knows about that, right?
I think so. And I didn't know him then, so no worries. I hadn't yet met him.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I don't think he would really care. That's like...
well, if you've been married a long time, then they're like, yeah. You know. That's nice.
That's, he would probably be able to come up with.
Yeah, I'll bet. What is your favorite book?
I don't have a favorite book, but I do enjoy reading biographies.
Oh, I love biographies.
I always pick nonfictions for some reason. I was just thinking of that today. Today I am reading Betsy Johnson. It's her autobiography.
Oh, really? How is it?
It's really good. I really like it a lot. And I just ordered a book by Bonnie Cashin. She was a designer back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and she was hired by Coach, and she really pivoted. You know, since I'm so into Coach, I did a little research on the company, and she was a pivotal for their brand.
Do you spend a lot of time doing a reselling thing every day?
I work on it every day, yeah. Not the whole day, but a good part of the day. You could really, people, I don't know, for some reason in this reselling, they always want to differentiate. Are you full-time or part-time? I'm not sure why, but I kind of, if I had to add up the hours, it could be considered full-time. But because it's so flexible, and I do, like I said, my painting on Friday, to say it's at least 30
hours a week.
Between shopping, YouTube.
Shopping.
You know how long it takes to edit these videos. Yeah. I don't have to tell you that. And upload them and do the thumbnail.
That's true. I mean, I don't even consider doing YouTube as a, income source yet, or like as part of the job, but I guess it could be construed as it, even though we're not making our money yet.
I consider it, even though we're not making money at it yet, I consider it part of it, because that my content is about what I'm buying, what I'm selling, how much I sold it for. So I kind of think of it as a big picture, but I've recently cut back on the amount of YouTube videos I was making because I felt like my listing was being compromised, and I really want to up the money I'm making. So I'm now making less videos. Once I become monetized, it's going to take me longer to get monetized. But once I do, and that becomes a stream of income, then I will dedicate more time. But I used to make 2 videos a week, and
it's a lot.
It's a lot, and it was taking away from earning money. So I kind of rethought that.
Struggle for balance, Maryellen. There is.
It's perfect for me because I like to be in doing this and that, and I can just like choose what I feel like working on today. The flexibility is amazing.
Yeah, it's quite luxurious. Oh, how do you measure success?
I measure success through happiness.
Happiness.
But if I'm happy with what I'm doing, that's successful to me.
That's a good way to look at it. I think John Lennon said something like that, didn't he?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think a teacher asked him when he was a kid, forget what it was, the exact phrasing, how do you want, like something about success? And he said, I want to be happy. And the teacher was like, that's not what I'm asking. He said, she said, you don't understand the question. He said, you don't understand life. As a child, he said this.
Ooh,
I know.
that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess she didn't have anything to say after that.
I think the best way to measure success is definitely happiness. And happiness it's composed of everything, like how financially stable and comfortable are you, how healthy you are, how healthy are your relationships, it's spiritual, it's all of that stuff. That's an excellent way to measure success. What is your favorite movie?
My goodness, I am just a person who does not have favorites.
You have no favorites?
Not really, no.
What kind of ethnic food?
Oh, I like Mexican food.
Okay, I knew you like Mexican. That's so weird.
Yeah?
Yes, because I was asking that question in my head to you, and you said Mexican in my head.
Well, you were absolutely right. That is so funny. Favorite movie? No, I haven't seen a movie in a while.
Okay. Wow, Maryellen fills her time working. Wow.
I did.
All feel like slackers.
I watched, my daughter and I watched Halston on Netflix, the docuseries on Halston, the designer.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. My mom said to watch that. I still haven't.
We watched it in 2 nights. It's like 5 episodes maybe. That's it.
I will have to look at that as well. One more question and then we'll be off.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any messages you want to give to the YouTube reseller community?
YouTube reseller community.
Or to entrepreneurs in general?
I would just say, as far as YouTube, like anybody starting a YouTube channel, I would say be yourself. That's it.
That's hard.
Be yourself, and like I said, your people will come to you. The people that resonate with you will be your audience. You're not going to be able to please everyone or appeal to everyone, and that's something you have to accept. And then the reseller community, do I have anything to say to them? No, let's just enjoy what we're doing. We're the luckiest people as far as I'm concerned. Finding this as a career. Yeah. I would call it a career because you earn an income. Yeah. And I think that we're really lucky people.
We are. We are.
And then entrepreneurs in general, because I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've started like several businesses. So I always work hard and make sure it's something that you love, and keep your eyes on your own paper. Don't compare yourself with other people. And if you keep that and just keep striving and do your best, the money will come.
Okay. Wow, that was great.
See, I can't tell you what my favorite movie is, but I can give you lots of advice.
If it comes to you late at night, perhaps some musical or something.
I remember when you asked Brittany the musical, I was like...
She started singing before I even asked her to sing.
Do I have a favorite musical? And I was like, the first thing that popped in my head was the very first musical that I ever saw, and that was The Sound of Music.
Oh my God, I love The Sound of Music.
Okay, so that's a movie too.
There you go.
And a musical. There you go.
How could you not? The hills of high. How could you not fall in love with that? Oh, that's a great musical. I love that one too.
Yeah, there you go. So, all right.
Aw, Maryellen, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you will feel comfortable. Maybe if you ever decide to do these series, ask me to your channel, because I would love for you to poke my brain. I feel like we should return the favor.
Okay, if I ever decide, you'll be first. How about that?
Okay, I'm up for it.
All right.
I'm totally up for it. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here on my channel. Guys, if you've been watching and you are liking this sort of content, don't forget to hit that like button and hit subscribe. And don't forget to go over to Resellin Maryellen's channel as well. Go learn about hard goods and how much money you can make finding those babies and turning them around. And I'm also going to link her stores as well in the description section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, Maryellen. Bye, guys.
Bye, Janyne. Thank you for having me.